Hi, my name is Jeff Taylor. I'm the Technical Product Manager for DuPont Pioneer here in Ohio, Michigan. And what we have here today is a planting depth population study. We actually kept the same population across 4 different planting depths and looked at, on a similar planting date with all other agronomics the same, what influence does the depth that we place the seed in the soil influence the stand establishment, the ear uniformity, and the consistency we see in our yield potential. Yeah, right here in this plot we have a 1/2 inch planting depth, and what you see here is on the edge of the plot we actually have some fairly large size developed ears, but they don't have that competition because as you look at your plant stands, we really lost significant stand because we didn't have the necessary moisture for the seed to imbibe and emerge consistently, and then the temperature fluctuations. At a 1/2 inch depth we find a lot of variation in soil consistency across residue management and soil type and texture, and how that temperature is uniformly distributed across a 1/2 inch surface area. The other comparisons we had here, at the 3 other depths, we went to a 2 inch depth, a 2.5 inch depth, and a 3 inch depth. And all of those are very ideal conditions. 3 inch depth may seem a little maybe excessive for planting depth, but corn is actually a great ability to compensate and ability to survive that kind of planting depth. With the mesocotyl growing above that seed, you can actually determine the plant's depth by determining where those roots first establish. At 3/4 of an inch depth, those roots are going to determine planting depth irregardless of how deep it's in the soil. So at 3 inches, if the soil conditions are right, it'll still emerge from depths greater than that if we'd like. Really, 1.5 inches is probably as shallow as we've seen ideally you want to try to go. Any more shallow, we get too much variation in that moisture and soil temperature we talked about earlier. And ideally, 2 inches kind of splits the middle and gives you the best of both worlds. You can manage through those soil temperature differences and get that moisture you need for a very fast, uniform emergence.